everybody, it's me Kirsten, and this is the It's Giving Mystical podcast, and this is your card of the week for the week of December 1st. Hello, December. Wow, how did everyone do with November? How was that interesting integration of the front body and the back body, of justice, the clear eyes of justice, and the mysterious nature of the moon? It came through so strongly in the full moon circle this week, the importance of this integration that's happening. And I just want to say to you, like, don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it. Don't feel like you have to force it or fix it or make it happen. Whatever the mysterious nature is, whatever the shadow or the unknown or the illusion or the confusion or the moonlight nature that is in your life, you don't need to grasp it. You don't need to know it. You just need to allow it to be true, allow it to exist, allow it to be part of you. Be part of you. And there's an integration happening right now between the light aspects of you and the darker aspects of you, between the things you are so clear about and the things that maybe have motivated you or moved you or driven you that you haven't been so clear about. And one of the cool things that's happened over these last couple of weeks is that maybe some habits of yours, some things you took for granted as like, this is the way I am, when they rise to the surface, they rise up into the light, there's a sense of, oh, I have choice around this. I actually have choice around this. And at the same time, we're going to talk about this in a minute, but as you learn to hold yourself with new eyes, hold yourself with new hands, there's a sense of you might not do it perfectly. It might feel like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It might feel like frustrating. I've been here before. This is familiar. And I'll say to you that yes and no, because you are not who you were last time you met this. You were not who you were last time you saw this clearly. So cool, man. Take it easy. That feels like a really clear message as we finish up November energies, as we begin the excitement of December, just to take it easy a little bit. That energy last week of the Tower in reverse, I wonder what your clogs were. I wonder what knots you were able to untangle, what clogs you were able to set free. And it's really interesting because we know it's happening for us. We know that the universe brings your attention, the flow brings your attention to these places, these tangles, so that they can be unknotted, so that more can flow through, Imagine last week was kind of like a lock system. You were changing the levels and working with the clogs and the flow to create a way, a navigation through a channel. So whatever came up for you in this Tower reversed week, I hope that it was a benefit. I hope that whatever you saw, whatever you untangled was like, oh yeah, I got it. I feel how that's actually allowing more to flow through my life, allowing there to be more ease and more clarity in my life. The card for us this week is the Daughter of Discs, or the Page of Discs in the traditional deck. I'm drawing a motherpeace card this week just because I feel like it. And the Daughter of Discs is the one who goes on the vision quest in the motherpeace deck. So the Daughter of Discs is illustrated as the one who goes to the mountaintop, sits by themselves, and then they see what they need to see. It's a rite of passage. It's an initiation around earth energy, around 3D. So discs are always, or pentacles are always, earth energy. Things we can hold, our body, money, the world, other people, anything you can touch is earth energy. Anything you can feel in your hands. Food. And the Daughter of Discs, or the Page of Pentacles, comes through as the one who holds the ace. So God, source, the universe blesses you with this thing. And I am pretty sure that in that Tower reversed week, there's something that kind of shifted gears and you found yourself with something in your hand, something in your presence that you weren't aware of before. And now here it is. And in the energy of this card today and this week, it feels really hopeful. It feels precious. That's the word that came through. And of course, I think Gollum in Lord of the Rings, my precious. Don't get too grabby around it. Look at it with wonder. Hold it with wonder. There's something about the preciousness of what you've discovered that is up for celebration, up for recognition. And in the motherpeace deck, the Daughter of Pentacles, Daughter of Discs, she goes on the vision quest. This is her rite of passage, her initiation. She comes out materially different. Her sense of herself, her body in the world, her sense of the 3D, her sense of her capacity to create, to make art, to make money, to make life is shifted, is transformed, is transmuted. And now she has a different way of holding earth energy. It's incredibly empowering, incredibly precious. So it goes back to what I was just saying about that Tower reversed and about the energy of November overall. We have done integrating and we have looked at our life with really clear eyes and made some difficult or maybe easy decisions around what we choose now, what we are choosing, so that we begin to create the life we do want, a life we can be proud of and in integrity with and motivated and inspired by. The Daughter of Discs, what you want to remember about page energy, about daughter energy, is that it is new. Like, you haven't done this before. So it goes back to what I was just saying. If you have a feeling of like, I've been here before, or you have a feeling of like, I don't know what to do, or you have a feeling of like reaching for this new way of being and stumbling or making a mess of it, the energy to pick yourself back up, kind of the temptation to just curl back into a hole and be like, no, I tried it. I studied, I learned, I tried, and it didn't work. So I'm just going to go back to what I did. You're not going to. You're not going to, baby. I hate to break it to you. There's no going back. There's no returning. There's curling in. Talked about that a lot at Moon Circle last night. There's curling in. There's taking a minute. There's, please just give me a second here. And that's very much the Page of Pentacles energy. It's like, let me just sit here with this thing, this precious way of knowing myself, knowing the world. Let me just sit here for a minute. Okay, do that. The Page of Pentacles comes in to give you full permission to just be in awe, to just be curious, and to make a mess as you learn how to hold this, as you learn to negotiate this, as you learn to integrate this new way of being, this precious seed of the life you want. Come up in these past couple weeks is the difference between privacy and secrecy. Again, that's here with us. So privacy and secrecy. Nothing needs to be secret. Secrets are our sickness. I really do believe that. And I believe that not in a form of judgment, like what's wrong with you for keeping secrets. What I'll say to you is that a secret is a binding of your energy. A secret is a knotting up of your energy. I've said this to my children for a long time. It's lies and secrets have that similar vibe of it doesn't go away. So you will tell a lie or you'll keep something a secret because there's a discomfort around it or a shame around it, or just wishing it was different, or worrying about the perception of what happens if I reveal this thing. The trick is that the thing doesn't go away. So the lie or the secret stays there like a tangle, like a knot, like a binding of your energy. And it just kind of lives with you. And at some point, you will be asked to face it. You might be asked to face it publicly or with other people, or you might be asked to face it in your own private investigation, your own private practice, your own sense of accountability. But the idea of this secret thing, this maybe not even untrue, but this kind of coveted thing, that energy of my precious, like my precious in not a good way, in not a healthy way, in a covetous, raspy way. Notice where that's coming up for you. And I just like encourage you to wonder, to get curious about what would happen if I let that go, if I pulled on that string or unknotted that or revealed that, even to myself, even just to myself. There's something about working with that, and then at the same time becoming aware of where privacy might be needed, where something needs to be held for you, some seed, some inkling, some desire, some idea, some inspiration, some art, some development that you just want to keep to yourself for a hot minute. Okay. There's a lot of permission this week to say, take your time, to say whatever you are learning to hold, it is precious and it's right. And if it needs privacy or needs sacred container or space, allow that. And then as you begin to play with, hold, work with this new seed, this new idea, this precious creation, give yourself so much compassion for how that works. If you make a mistake and if you stumble and if you find yourself backtracking or spiraling or in a different place, like, all right. Let's do this at the pace that it needs to be done. Let's take our time and let's recognize that we don't reach mastery instantaneously, and we don't reach mastery and we don't integrate new ways of being, and we don't create new neural pathways without persistence, without trying again and again, without a lot of compassion, a lot of positive self-talk, and a lot of affirmation of, I am so freaking human. I'm never going to reach a place where I'm perfect in the best way, like you are perfect. And so this idea of there's no ideal to reach, there's no place to arrive at. There's just the constant experimentation and the constant recalibration and renegotiation of, do I feel good in this body? Do I feel good in this life? Do I feel free? Do I feel free? Do I feel love? Do I feel source energy's movement through me? How good can this feel? How good can this feel? The daughter of discs is excited. She's passionate. She's empowered. She has gone into the darkness and arrived with a precious gift, a precious seed. You just come out of the darkness like, hey, you guys, look what I found within myself. Look what I found within the darkness. And now I'm going to figure out how to be in the world with this new precious thing. And that's going to take some time. And that's okay, because you have all the time in the world. And this energy is young and excited and messy and, I don't know, even oddly confident about what might be possible. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy a little bit of healthy confidence, healthy optimism. The energy of December is going to be the Hangman and the Sun, and that's a really interesting story, and we'll talk about it on the monthly podcast, which I'll have out on Monday. But that's an interesting story. If you look at those cards side by side, the Hangman is kind of a miniature inverted image of the sun. And so there's something about the way your joy has been corrupted, or what do you call that when someone takes something? Not confiscated. There's something about like your joy as a child was so pure and it was twisted or taken, or I can't think of the word, like taken away from you, siphoned off of you. Something about December is rediscovering as a full human, as a fully grown person, some remembering of the pureness of your joy, the pureness of just how happy you are to be alive and be here. In this Page of Pentacles week, just go easy. Take it easy on yourself. Be patient. Be patient. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and let yourself be excited. Let yourself be excited. And as you kind of dance around like a crazy teenager, forgive yourself for the awkwardness. It's like part of the growth. It's part of the territory. It's part of the learning and the leveling up. I don't know. Feels good. Feels awkward and goofy and excited and nervous and precious. Think about your teenage years. We talk about them. It's such a short time, right? It's such a moment, and it can feel like so important. And you look back over the span of your life, I hope you have this long, beautiful life, and it was just a blip, and yet it was so important. It was such an important moment. It's kind of like that this week. It's just an important moment, and I'm awkward, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm excited to be here, and I'm learning, I'm figuring it out. Oh, human. So cute. So cute. All right, sending you so much love. Just laugh about it. Laugh about how hard we all work, how much we all want it, and how fundamentally strange it is to be human. Love you. Bye. It's giving everything is sacred. It's giving art. It's giving light you up and turn you on and set you free. It's giving curiosity. It's giving freedom. It's giving love. It's giving you are more magical and powerful than you can comprehend. It's giving, I don't know what's happening, but I am so here for it. It's giving you are pure potential. It's giving mystical.